Tower Blue, 650 full over. 50, 27 left for the land, 230 7 left clear. 29 right, turn ground sign.
An aircraft's motion can be described as rotation around three axes. These three axes are the vertical axis, the longitudinal axis, and the lateral axis. The axes of an aircraft are three imaginary lines that pass through an aircraft's center of gravity. All three axes pass through the CG at 90-degree angles to each other. The longitudinal axis passes through the CG and runs from the nose to the tail of the aircraft. The lateral axis runs parallel to a line from wingtip to wingtip. The vertical axis passes through the CG at right angles to the other two axes, running through the top of the aircraft to the bottom of the aircraft. Whenever an aircraft changes its flight attitude or position in flight, it rotates about one or more of these three axes. The motion about an aircraft's vertical axis is called yaw. Yaw, or rotation about the vertical axis, is controlled by the rudder located on the tail of the plane. The motion about an aircraft's lateral axis is called pitch. Pitch in conventional aircraft is controlled by the elevator located on the tail of the plane. The aircraft's motion about its longitudinal axis resembles the roll of a ship from side to side. In fact, the names used to describe the motion about an aircraft's three axes were originally nautical terms. They have been adapted to aeronautical terminology due to the similarity of motion of aircraft and seagoing ships. Roll is also referred to as bank and is controlled by the ailerons located on each end of the wing. The two ailerons deflect in opposite directions of each other. The reason for this is that when one wing goes up, the other must go down. As mentioned earlier, these three axes all pass through the aircraft's center of gravity. The rudder, ailerons, and elevator are primary control surfaces. Flaps are a secondary control surface. They are not used to control movement around any of the aircraft's axes, but instead are used to increase the maximum coefficient of lift, thereby lowering stall speed and consequently landing speed. By increasing lift, they also increase induced drag. So there you have it, the three axes of flight and primary and secondary control surfaces of typical conventional aircraft.